Welcome to the third and final mock draft of the offseason that I will be making. And let's just get right into it. With the first pick, I have us selecting Jabril Peppers. I had a change of heart on Jabril Peppers. I didn't like him at all. I thought he was a fluke. But Brett Coleman released a video and about Jabril Peppers, of course. And Jabril Peppers made perfect sense. Like, I'm gonna just summarize it. You should. I definitely recommend you go watch this video. I'm gonna leave the link to it down below in the description, top of the description. So you guys should definitely go check it out. But Jabril Peppers, God, he's a beast. He could play safety, and he could play nickel corner. He's really good at man coverage. He could shut down the run when it goes to the edges. He could return punts. He could even play running back. Jabril Peppers is the perfect Bill O'Brien player. Versatility. I don't think you could get more versatile than Jabril Peppers, honestly. And Jabril Peppers will be an immediate starter. And probably at two positions, I wouldn't doubt it. Probably at the nickel corner and at the strong safety spot. Because as I've been predicting the whole offseason, I still believe Kareem Jackson will be moving to free safety. And of course, we got J. Joe and Kevin Johnson. Okay, now with my second pick, I selected Taylor Moton, offensive tackle, Western Michigan. This guy, he's probably about the fifth best offensive tackle in this draft. And as you all know, we need offensive linemen, offensive tackle, offensive guard. And lucky for us, he was right there. And Taylor Moton can play both. Like, scouts are saying he'd probably be better off at the guard spot, but offensive tackle for us, right tackle, is one of our biggest needs, and I do think he will play right tackle right off the bat. And with the third pick, I don't know. I know he's in the drop, but I wasn't expecting him to drop this drastically, and it's none other than Sidney Jones, cornerback from Washington. You guys probably heard of him. The corner that tore his Achilles in his pro day. And this guy was a top 3 corner in his draft class. So that's why it kind of surprised me that he dropped to the third round. I was honestly expecting him to go early in the second, but apparently he's going to be there in the third. And just to make sure, I did a bunch of mock drafts, and every single time there was not a time where he wasn't there. So I guess that's where he's projected to go. And this guy's his NFL comparison is Marcus Peters. This guy's going to be ready by week 1 in the season, but I'm pretty sure we'd probably sit him for the first half of the season and then get him going in the second half. This guy's could be the guy that replaces Jonathan Joseph. He could be the guy that's opposite Kevin Johnson. This guy's a for sure starter. He's a first round talent in the third round, all because of one injury, and it's not that big. It's just an Achilles injury, honestly. He hasn't had an injury history. My fourth pick, you guys, I've said it before, there is one guy I absolutely love and I absolutely want in Houston, and that's Texas running back Dante Foreman. I said it before, we need a running back that can just pound it down the middle. We don't have one right now. Lamar Miller, he's a good running back, but he's an outside runner. He makes plays happen in space. And Alfred Blue is supposed to be our power back, but for a power back, Alfred Blue's not that powerful. He gains every now and then, he gets 1 or 2 yards. We need that running back that can get us those 1 or 2 yards every single time. And the running back that does not fumble. Because every time Alfred Blue touches the ball, I'm scared that he's going to fumble, because he does fumble. For the amount of touches, he fumbles quite a bit. And if Foreman arrives here, I think Alfred Blue's gone. And Blue, I'm sorry. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance this season. I defended you last off season, but you're not a good football player, buddy. I'm sorry. You have got to go. With the second, fourth round pick, I selected Nathan Peterman. And before you guys crucify me for taking Nathan Peterman instead of Patrick Mahomes in the first round, I mean, this draft class, I'm going to just say this. Besides Mitch Trubisky and maybe Watson, because Watson's a huge wild card if you ask me, if you ask anyone, there's no quarterback that's good. Right here, you're just pretty much drafting in this draft class, you're just drafting a quarterback just for debt, pretty much. Because if you think about it, Savage or Tony Romo, whatever they do, is going to be the starter next season. And after that, who's going to be a starter? Because Tom Savage is going into his contract's already running out. It's his final year in his contract. So we need a quarterback to be there. I do believe that we're going to draft a quarterback in 2018, the starting franchise quarterback in the first round. But this is just not the year to draft a quarterback, especially not in the first round, unless, as I said before, unless Trubisky or Watson are there at 25. We're not going to draft a quarterback. We are not going to take Patrick Mahomes. I don't care how much you guys try to say it, that you like Mahomes. No. Patrick Mahomes is a late second, early third round pick quarterback, and that's where he's going to go. He's not going to go in the first round. Just understand that. It's like, why would you take a player in the first round that's projected to go in the second round? That just doesn't make sense to me, Okay, and that rant is over. With the fifth round, I have the Texans selecting Josh Reynolds, wide receiver, Texas A&M. I had someone in my last mock draft tell me that we don't need a wide receiver, but we need a wide receiver. We need wide receivers because last season, DeAndre Hopkins was the only one that was healthy. We had, and Keith Mumphrey, but as you all know, Keith Mumphrey don't do shit. And we got Will Fuller, who can't catch shit. Braxton Miller, who can't run a route for shit. And then we got Jalen Strong, that, he's a colt killer. That's about it. I mean, we need a wide receiver. I mean, I am giving Fuller and Braxton Miller a shot. I'm giving Jalen Strong a shot. I don't think Mumphrey's going to amount to anything. I don't think Wendell Williams, he's just a one-trick pony, just runs straight and catch the ball. That's all he does. I am predicting Will Fuller, and I'm predicting all the wide receivers to improve. But regardless, Fuller has injuries, Miller has injuries, Strong has injuries. We need another wide receiver because as of right now, it's just looking like DeAndre Hopkins is our only durable wide receiver. So, yes, we need a wide receiver. And Josh Reynolds here, his NFL comparison is Marvin Jones. And Marvin Jones, he's a legit number 2 wide receiver. And that's something we kind of need here in Houston. If this guy could develop, you can move Will Fuller to the slot. Or we could just move everyone around and have different formations. Versatility. Gotta be able to do many things. With this final pick, 7th round pick, I have the Texans selecting Kareem Air, offensive guard, Florida State. Whew. 6'6", 330 pounds. This guy is a mauler. He's gonna fuck you, He's like a bigger Xavier Su'a-Filo. He does need to work on his pass blocking, but his run blocking's outstanding. Let me just tell you this. Dalvin Cook, the running back for Florida State, what's his name? Kareem got hurt. And Dalvin Cook wasn't doing, he was doing good, but he wasn't doing as good as when Kareem was there. But once Kareem came back into the lineup, Dalvin Cook, he was doing really, really good. And that's because of, obviously, Kareem Air. He's a straight-up run blocker. I mean, Su'a-Filo is going to be gone after this season because I don't believe Suafilo has proven shit. Yes, he's a good run blocker, but he can't pass block for shit. And it's the same thing with Kareem Air. We're just gonna pay him less because Suafilo was a second round pick, and he's probably gonna want more money for whatever reason. And we also need depth. Honestly, we'll probably sit him a year, let him get acclimated to Houston, the playbook and everything. Probably gonna do the Rick Smith famous IR strategy on him, but I could see him contributing to the team after 2017. I don't think he's gonna come in here and take over, be one of our starting offensive linemen day one. Anyways, that will be all. My final mock draft. Drop down in the comments below what you think. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Every single Friday, I will be dropping Texans content, Texans videos. You guys probably already realized that. And if you stuck around this long, what is this, 11, 12 minutes? Thank you. I appreciate you. And peace.